Hello guys, in this video I'm going to show you guys how I set up my PowerPoint presentation, then produce my video from it. Okay, so first of all I need to open the PowerPoint software. I am in it already, and then now there are so many themes that you can choose. You can either take a blank presentation, or you choose the theme that you want to choose. My favorite theme is actually this guy here. Okay, once you choose it, you can now choose in fact I think there are even more of them that I can even create. Anyways, just choose your own. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one. When you choose it, you take create. Now we are there already. Unfortunately I opened another presentation. Let me just close. Okay, so I am in a blank PowerPoint presentation. So how do I create my video? Basically, we start by setting up the PowerPoint presentation, and to do that, what do? I first of all need to display the equation. Okay, so I have a question in front of me. Yes, I have a question in front of me. I was actually supposed to do this question, and I was actually supposed to solve this question and do the video. So in this video I will just show you guys the process that I take, the various steps that I take to be able to come out with a video. Okay. And I also think that you're also going to learn one or two things, because I'm going to be doing the solution, and doing the solution I'll also be teaching you how to set up the solution. Then in the next video, now for those of you who are interested in the explanation, in the video explanation to the solution I did, you can watch the next video, because it's going to be easy for me already. Okay, so the question is, I'm just going to type the question. I have it on my phone here. Express 8 cosh x plus ln 4 in the form. Okay, so it says express 8 cosh x plus ln 4 in the form a e raised to the power x, a raised to the power x plus b e raised to the power negative x. Okay, so that's what the equation is saying. That's the first part of the equation actually. Now the equation continues that where a and b are real constants. So this is the process I use. I type out the equation where a and b, where a and b are real constants. So PowerPoint is not like Microsoft Word where you just start typing on the screen. In PowerPoint you must insert a text box. Here is a text box. You click on it, then you just draw and then you write inside. Okay, you can as well delete it. You can move it from place to place. You can format the shape so that it should suit your text. You can also increase the size of the text. I like 24. Okay, and you can also format the arrangement of the text. Okay, so here is the first part of the equation. Yes, that's the first part of the equation. Now the second part is saying hence or otherwise show that. So I'm just going to type hence or otherwise we have to show that there is a certain integral. So I have the integral from 0 right up to ln 2 of 1 divided by 8 cosh x plus ln 4 with respect to x. We have to show that it is equal to what do I see here? I see 1 over 4 tan inverse of 4 on 33. So 1 divided by 4 tan inverse of 4 divided by 33. Voila, so this is equation. Okay, so that's the first thing I do. I try to type out the equation. Okay, I type out the equation before I start presenting the solution. So I'm done typing out the equation. Yes, I'm done typing out the equation. Now I need to start solving. So I can just draw a line below here separating the equation from the solution, or I can just put the equation in a different slide. Okay, so you can put a line and then you even change the color of the line. From time to time you can always try to play the slideshow to actually see how large it is. So if I play this, what I get. Okay, now I need to solve. Yes, I need to solve. So I need to start typing my solution. So what do? I want to design my slide, so I can divide my slide into two equal parts, or just into two, okay, just by inserting a line. That's how we divide a slide. And let me decrease this guy here. Voila. When we do that, we can also give it a different coloration. Now I need to take a text box, and then now I need to start by the first part of the equation. Now I need to express 8 cosh in this form. So basically 8 cosh x plus ln 4. Yes, let me increase the font size to 24. So in fact, before I start, I'll first of all need to give the basics of hyperbolic functions. What is cosh x? Cosh x is half into e to the x plus e to the negative x. Alright, that's the first basic. So I can shift it, okay, and I put it here. Now it therefore means that maybe if I just write that, maybe replace x, no, if I say replace x with x plus ln 4, so I can even change this into y, okay. So cosh y is equal to e raised to the power y, right, e raised to the power y plus e raised to the power negative y, that's half into it. So if I replace y with x plus ln 4, so that I'll be able to get cosh of x plus ln 4. So if I replace y with x plus ln 4, right, then now it means that the cosh, let's put the 8 outside. We have 8, the cosh of x plus ln 4 to be equal to, we have the 8 outside. Now we need to put the half, then we have e raised to the power, we are replacing y with x plus ln 4, and then plus e raised to the power, we are also replacing y with x plus ln 4, and this negative sign will go into y. So that's what we have. Voila. So I think from here we are good to go. We can change. So you see, there's already a problem here because it looks like this thing is a little bit too high. Like the separation of the slide is not really uniform, so I need to shift it again. And you see there's a lot of space here, so it becomes very complicated. So I can just maybe shift this one this way, then I try to put the replacement method here. Okay, I've been putting slanted, replace y with that, so that I now push. Well, I think it's better this way, right? It's better this way. I can even give this man a different coloration, maybe the yellow coloration. Okay, so now it's time to simplify. So I just need to copy that text box, and then I just start editing. Equal to, now in my explanation I know that I'll start by saying that 8 divided by 2 is 4. Then I'm going to write e to the x times e to the ln 4 right, e to the x times e to the ln 4. Then I'm going to explain to the audience that is because of indices. Then plus, now this is the same as e to the negative x times e raised to the power negative ln 4. So the way I set up my slide is I need to know exactly how I am going to be explaining to those who are going to be watching, so that once I animate and I'm playing it, I know exactly the step, like why was I doing this. Okay, now I'm also going to explain to them that e to the ln 4 is the same as 4. Okay, that's a definition. So I'm going to replace this with 4, and then e to the negative ln 4 is the same as e raised to the power the ln of 1 on 4. So I'm going to explain that to them. Then from there you see I'm just putting and shifting. I copy again and I edit. Now e to the ln 1 on 4 is 1 on 4, so we have 1 divided by 4 here. That's what we have. And then again, doing that, I still need to push, and finally we now expand by multiplying all through by 4. Okay, when we multiply all through by 4, we get 16e to the x, then plus e raised to the power negative x. Voila. So this is a bus stop. Now since we need to compare with ae to the x, and I can now just come and write, maybe replace 16 with this, then I put b here. Okay, so if I want to compare, it's better to write and they're identically equal to. So if I want to compare with this, I can just deduce that a, therefore hence we have a to be equal to 16 and b to be equal to 1. So we are done. We have expressed it in that form. Okay, now you realize that my slide has ended here. There's this space below, and this space below will not actually go for the integral. So I could maybe try to write some information about myself, okay, or about the paper below here, okay, kind of writing some informations. And I can also increase the width of this line. You see it's a little bit thicker now, right? It's a little bit thicker. And I also change the coloration of the line. Okay, now this guy here, I can now shift it up. Okay, shift it up. Voila. Now I can put in some information about myself if I wish to. Okay, so I can just put presented by me, presented. Oh, how can I spell my name with this small letter? Okay, so I can start with this, yes, and then now I put it below here. What next again? I can also try to write the name of the topic, maybe hyperbolic functions, or in fact integration, that's integration of hyperbolic functions, voila. So that's what I have now. I also need to increase and adjust, and then I place it below. Okay, I even put it here. Now there's still a lot of space here. Anyways, as we proceed, we'll be thinking of what we can fit to replace that space. Okay, now I think we are done with the first part. Now the second part of the equation, we have to show this. So I just need to copy this, and you just need to copy the left hand side, and I start working with it. Okay, so I need to increase it to 24. So this integral, okay, this integral, now we copy it again. We can say it is equal to the integral. Now in a place of the denominator, I just replace it with 16 e to the x plus e to the negative x. Okay, I can even try to highlight it in a different coloration, maybe this coloration, and I come here and I also highlight it. You see, I'm using colors to tell the viewer that okay, I have just replaced this 8 cosh. I can also highlight it with this, with a 16. Okay, I can even come here and I highlight it again. You see, try to mix in colors to make things to be very unique. Okay, now from here, now let's see, we can try to multiply top and bottom by e to the x, and doing that is because we need to remove the e to the negative x. All right, so multiply the top by e to the x, and then multiply the bottom by e to the x. This is going to give us e to the x all squared. Okay, and this is going to give us e to the 0, which is 1. And you also need to explain to them why it is like that. Okay, now from here, now we can from here you need to know how to integrate. So I can, since 16 is 4 squared, I can write this as 4e to the x all squared. Okay, I've not changed anything because once I expand, I still get back the previous step. 4e to the x all squared. I can change everything now back to white. Yes, the colors are too much erasing. So I have 4e to the x all squared plus 1. Now think about a u substitution. So that's the next thing. But now you realize that if you continue still in this slide, it's going to be bizarre. It's going to be very bizarre. So we need to create another slide again. But we can just, before going to the next slide, I can write some maybe little piece of information saying that okay, we are going to use a u substitution. If we let u to be equal to e to the x, right, then we are going to have something. We are going to differentiate both sides. We are trying to change the variable. So if we let u to be equal to e to the x, then this implies that du will give us e to the x dx, and e to the x dx is just a numerator. Okay, so in the previous step you can even wipe this dx here, and then you attach it to this e to the x, so that it should sound nice, so that once you're explaining this, it's not going to be strange again. So that's what we have. Now we need to change the limits. Yes, we need to change the limit. So to change the limit, I'll begin with maybe when, or maybe u equal to 0 gives that x, no, x, we are changing x. When x is 0, my u will give us e to the power 0, which is 1. Okay, that's the first one. That's the first change of limit. We can give it a white coloration, and we can even separate a line again. When x equal to ln 2, u will give us e to the ln 2, and e to the ln 2 is 2. So we are going to be integrating now from 1 to 2. Yes, so we can even maybe put a little line breakage that is separating these two things. So we can decrease the length of this line. Yes, voila. So we carry it and we place it here. Okay, it's just to indicate that there's a breakage here. All right, yes, just to indicate that there's a breakage. We have changed the limit. We can now even try to centralize this man because there's a lot of space to the right. Voila, it's now making sense. Okay, now from here you see that in fact there's a lot of space here which is very, very insignificant. Anyways, like I said, as we proceed, we try to fill up those gaps. Okay, we try to fill up those gaps. So since the space is too much, we can try to centralize it. We put it like this, or we can even shift everything to the left. Okay, we shift everything to the left. Shifting everything to the left, we can even if we shift everything to the left, we can try to create we can try to just create the something here to write something in this space. Okay, we'll just try to write something in this space. Nobody knows, but those are just ideas that come up once you're doing a PowerPoint, and the ideas are just coming up directly. So I am decreasing the length of this line, and I'm going to place it here. Okay, yes, I'm going to place it here. So I can now shift this guy down because it is a little bit touching the line. Voila. So I can try to think of what I'm going to write here. Maybe, I don't know, maybe some motivational words, or or maybe like, share and subscribe and all the rest. But anyways, that space will be used. Yes, it's going to be used. Now we are not done. We need to go to the next slide. So to go to the next slide, I just prefer to copy this slide and paste. I copy it and paste. I'm in the next slide. Now you see that these informations below are the same. Okay, the two slides are the same. All right, so we can now maybe wipe out these things. We wipe out this, we wipe out these three. Yes, and then I will just carry, because this is where we ended. Okay, we can just carry it and maybe shift it up. We can remove this line and we remove this guy, and then now from the previous slide, this is where we ended, so we can introduce it in the new slide, and that is where we are going to start from. We can now centralize this guy. Okay, now maybe in the new slide, now I can just call this integral to be I. Okay, in the previous slide I can't. No, there's no space again to do that. Voila. So this is what we have. Now from here we can now just continue by saying that the integral I, yes, the integral I will be equal to, now since it is pretty much the same, I can just copy what is here and I paste and then I edit. That's all. Now in the place of, so since I'm integrating now with respect to u, my u is going to begin from 1. My u is going to begin from 1 and it's going to end at 2. Yes. What about e to the x was du divided by, yes, divided by. So I think since we need that information in the next slide, then we can copy also this integral that we ended with. Okay, and then we paste in the new slide. Now I can paste it somewhere around, I don't know, let's see. Anyways, let's cancel this. Okay, and maybe use by this man. Yes, because this was a new integral, right? So I just need to put it here because this is what I'm now integrating. Okay, so my I becomes, in the place of e to the x dx, I can put it in this coloration so that I just tell the guys I'm going to replace it with du. Now in the place of, and I'm going to have here 4, I'm going to have 4u, because my u was e to the x, 4u all squared plus 1. Voila, this is what I have. Now we can now use kind of, I don't know, a trigonometry substitution. This tan, right? You can now use a trigonometry substitution, and that trigonometry substitution we are going to let though I could use it from the beginning. Yes, I could use it from the beginning. We can let let me say 4u to be equal to tan theta. Yes, 4u to be equal to tan theta. That's my new substitution. Now if 4u is tan theta, I differentiate both sides. I'm going to have 4u du, that's 4 du, yes, 4 du to be equal to, when I differentiate tan theta, I get sec squared theta d theta. So sec squared theta d theta. So that is my differentiation. Okay, so we need to write our little implication sign here so that it should not look weird. Okay, this is what we have. All right, now it therefore means that, in fact, let me shift it to the right. Okay, this is what we have. Now we are going to be integrating with new values of theta, so it means that this integral, what's happening? Okay, so this integral will be equal to, now here I'm just going to replace 1 with theta 1. Okay, I don't want to change limits. Anyways, let's just change. Now when u, okay, when u is equal to 1, what is theta? Theta is tan theta is 4. Yes, so what's theta? Tan inverse of 4. So I have tan inverse of 4. That is what I have. Now I now go to the upper limit, tan inverse of 8, because I need to replace u with 2. So these are my new bounds. Okay, and since there's no space, we are just going to explain like that. Now in the place of du, to get du from here, I need to divide both sides by 4. So I can put the 1/4 outside. Okay, I give it a different coloration, and then now I need to replace du now with sec squared theta d theta. So sec squared theta d theta. Okay, now from there, in the place of 4u, I just replace it with tan squared theta. No, tan theta, sorry. But when you square it, right, you get tan squared theta. So we have tan squared theta. So you see the essence of us using that substitution, because we know that tan squared theta plus 1 is sec squared theta, and they are going to cancel off. Okay, and when that happens, we are just going to have the integral of d theta. Okay, d theta. That's what we are going to have. So we are going to have 1/4 the integral of d theta. Voila. So from here now, I think things are easy. So we are going to have, at the end of the day, when we integrate the theta, we just get theta. Yes, we get theta. So theta from tan inverse of 4, not plus, it is from tan inverse of 4 right up till tan inverse of 8. Okay, so so we need to fit the upper limit, and then we fit the lower limit, and we subtract. So we can keep our 1 on 4. Now we are just going to have tan inverse of 8 minus tan inverse of 4. Okay, that's what we have. This is not supposed to be there, so I need to rechange this tan inverse of 4. Voila. So now we need to try to recall some basic identities. Okay, and which identity? Tan inverse of 8 minus tan inverse of 4. We know it is, in fact, I've realized something. I cannot go to the next slide to continue, so I'm going to shift everything to go up, so that I get space to write what I'm about to write. So I have to shift everything to go up. Yes, I think there is space here. There is space here that I can shift these guys to go up. Then I also need to shift this man to go up. Also shifting this guy to go up. We can even copy everything here and shift it to go up. Okay, so you see we have created space that we can continue. So this now will be equal to 1 divided by 4. By the definition of tan inverse, we are going to have 1 divided by 4. Tan inverse of we need to take 8 minus 4. 8 minus 4 divided by 1 minus, no, divided by 1 plus, since we have used minus already, 1 plus 8 times 4. Voila, that's what we have. And I think the proof is going to come out already, right? Yes, perfectly, the proof comes out. So guys, this is basically what I do to create solutions. So this is 4, and what we have here is 33 as required. Yes, I know most of you like here easy. Voila. So finally we are done with this, but actually we are not done. This is just step 1. Step 1 is creating your PowerPoint to be like this, okay, to be well presentable and adjusted. Now the next step is not too tedious because we need to animate. Yes, we need to animate this PowerPoint. Now I go back to my slide 1, okay, and remember we needed to fill something here, but anyways, I'm going to think about filling up later. So how do I animate? Animation is basically to help you to present your presentation without the audience knowing exactly what is on your screen, except you reveal it. That is it. Everything is on this screen, but when I play my presentation to record my video, I will choose for my audience to see what is there even without my consent, as well as I can choose to make the audience to see what is there if and only if I want them to see. So that is basically that's why we animate. So it's always not good to animate a question. So when the slide is being played, it is preferable that we have the presentation. That's it. The equation is supposed to be there clear. You see, the equation is supposed to be there, but now the solutions are supposed to be animated in the PowerPoint. The solutions are supposed to be animated. So if I play this presentation, for example, you realize that everything is showing on the screen, and you cannot be explaining why everything is already showing. It's not going to be nice. It's better to explain why clicking. Okay, so when I click on something, it comes up, then I explain. From there, it's going to be better. Okay, so to do that, I start like I said, the equations are not supposed to be animated. Okay, the equations are supposed to be there. The solutions are supposed to be animated. So I start by animating. So I just select everything. Okay, everything I want to animate, I just select it. I select in the order I want it to appear. All right, so this is the order I was presenting, so I just want it to be appearing in this order. The way I am selecting is the way I want it to be appearing. Okay, now this straight line here, we are going to leave it for later. Now I've selected everything. I go to the animation tab. Now there are many animations, but my favorite animation is the wheel animation. When you press OK, you realize that these animations have been given a number 1 because you selected everything. Now you can come to the animation plane, and then you realize that everything written here is animated as 1, which means that once you play your presentation and you just click, everything appears. That is not nice. So you can come to the second animation here. You right click on it and then click on start. Automatically everything is automated, which means that only when you click on your keyboard before the animation pops up, okay, or before what you animated is going to show. So if I want to play this presentation, what am I going to do? When I play, you now realize that there is a change. You see, all the lines were not animated, but it's not also nice. It's better just to allow this separation line here not to be animated, but this line which was dividing, it was a bridge we created, is supposed to be animated. Okay, even this guy here, for us not to animate it, we have to write some information here. But anyways, let me give you the product of the animation. So once I click, you see it is coming out and I'm explaining already. Then I explain. So when it appears, I explain before I click again. So we also have the functionality here. You can also be using this. There's also a pen. There's also the laser that you can also be using. You can be clicking here, or you're clicking the right arrow on your desktop, on your keyboard, sorry. So from there, now we continue. So at the end of the day, we are done with the slide. So we had to animate this man, and this man was supposed to come immediately after this guy. So that's it. Now I'm done with this slide. If I go to the next slide, you see everything appears. It's not nice, so I need to go to the next slide and also animate the next slide. Okay, so I need to escape to end the presentation. Now this is the next slide. I'm just going to animate this previous informations, maybe somebody might need it. Okay, that's why I just kept it here, because it does not cost anything. So in the next slide, I'm just going to animate what I'm going to be explaining. So I'm not going to animate this, and this, yes, and also this and this, because it was already in the previous slide. So I'm just going to start animating from here. So when I animate, I need to animate in the order I want to present. Okay, in the order I was typing my solutions. I go to animation. There are so many animations. Okay, we can even change. If I take basic zoom, you see what is happening. If I take compress, you see what is happening. If I take center revolve, not really nice. Boomerang, drop. Anyways, I'm going to go in my wheel again. Yes, now I go to animation plane, I right click and I click on start. Now if I play this slide, you realize that the slide comes with all these other informations there. We don't need it. Okay, what we need now is to rewrite the original integral in terms of u, and then we do another substitution, and then now we replace back into what we have, and we just conclude directly about the proof. So basically that's the process I used to create a PowerPoint and to animate. The last step is how then do I produce a video. To produce a video, all you need to do is come to record, then you go to record record slideshow. In fact, I am using PowerPoint 2021. Yes, this is 2021. Okay, so with this 2021, these are the features are better. Previously I was using 2016, and the recording, this guy was not there. Instead, I usually come to slideshow, and when I come to slideshow, I see the very thing, record from the current slide, record from the current slide, and I need to go and start from the beginning. You see, you can click on the record here. You can also show your face if you want to show your face in 2021, but this is a faceless channel, so I don't show my face to you guys, so it's my decision. Okay, now we can click on record. When you record, voila. Okay, so you now start explaining. When you're done with explaining, automatically it stops. Voila, you escape, and then you see the record. Here's a record. All right, now how do I now convert it to a video? I basically need to come to file, I take export, I take create video, then I take create video, then I save the video. Basically that's it. I need to save the video, maybe as I don't know, just save the video. Once you save the video, you're going to see I can just save the video as maybe Mafa Academy. Voila, once I save the video, you're going to see the voila, there is it. The video is being created. So you're going to wait. If the video is too long, you wait. I made a video of 1 hour 30 minutes, and I had to wait for 2 hours for the video to be created. So those are just the things behind this thing. So but it's very stressful. It's a very stressful process. Okay, it requires a lot of determination, a lot of resilience, a lot of energy, a lot of time, patience to be able to do this. I might be doing it and I'm very fast in doing it. It's because I've invested so much time in it and I master it so well. So if you start with me in this channel, believe me, from time to time, if you implement everything I say, you're going to get your final result. So if you have any question, do well to comment. If I was too fast, yes, in the next video I'm going to be a little bit slow, but anyways, I hope you learned something new. If you have a question, you want to ask me how I do to type all of these things so fast, the comment section is open. All right, so the video has been created, right? The video has been created. Now I can go to my desktop. I go to my desktop, I take Mafa Academy. Here is a video directly, and here is a video. Okay, so you now start explaining. When you're done, explain. Voila, so there we have the video and we are done. Basically we are done. You can now save your presentation. Don't forget to save your presentation. Okay, so for those of you guys who are interested, I think if you have watched this video, then you basically understand everything I did here already, so there is no need to do a video solution of this question. But I'm going to do it. Yes, I'm just going to do it for benefit of doubt if I was very fast.